Hey everybody, it's Amira. How are you? I'm back to show you something really cool that I just came up with. So I've just come back from a craft fair where I saw the very well-known stamping tools for $130. There's another little Stampaholic for $100, and I thought, oh, I really want one. And then I thought, you know what? Since I held it in my hand and saw it in real life, which is very different than seeing it on YouTube, I decided that I would perhaps try to make my own. So I looked for plastic hinge boxes, and I was looking for stuff like CDs or DVDs, but I can't seem to get that inner ring out, like the guts. I can't get it out, and they don't sell them. So as I was looking through, my eye fell upon this. I got this from Kmart. It's called a clear carry case. And it fits A4 size documents, and I did buy it from Kmart. I think it was maybe $5. So it measures 31 centimeters by 23 centimeters by 2 centimeters thick or deep. All right. So let me show you how I converted this guy into my very own stamping tool. Okay, so I'm back and I've just taken off that front sticker. And like I said, it's about 2 centimeters thick. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to fill in this depth with something. And what I've done is I've just gone out and got some of my magazines that I'd love to keep around. Whoopsies, that one's got something thick inside it. So there, and I might even do another one because you know how it kind of hollows out. Yeah, so when you put your magazines in there, you can see that they fit in there nice and tight, and then that cover touches the magazine, so it's going to have to come down and stamp on it, so it's got to be quite tight with no gap whatsoever. So 2 of these Better Homes and Gardens magazines are fabulous. All right, now you're also going to need some kind of graph paper or something to line, when you put your card front down or whatever it is you're stamping, you can kind of line it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a bulldog clip, and what I'm going to do is line it up this way so that it's flush down the bottom here, and then use my bulldog clip to attach it and make sure that it's straight, and that's perfect. So now this will always sit in here, and that's looking really good. So let's see, does that close? Perfect. All right, so now I think that this is ready to stamp, so let's give it a try. So let's say that this is going to be the card front of like a card that I'm going to make. So what you're going to have to do, this is going to jiggle around everywhere, right? You don't want that to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use double-sided tape, just put a little bit on the back. All right, and then take off the sticky back, and then just make sure that you line it up against the graph paper here along one line, and it's now stuck. Beautiful, so that's not going anywhere. Next, I'm going to take a stamp. So say like I'm going to stamp a scene. Can't go without these gorgeous little gorgeous girls. So I'm going to stamp her like this, perhaps. And I've got a little set here, which I love so much, from Amy Tangerine. Let's say that we're going to do, this is going to be my card front this way, and just make sure that your acrylic, that you know, when you use your stamping block, it's going to be on this thick section here, so that's going to come down as a stamping block, so make sure it goes down. So I think that that's going to look like a good scene. All right, so now all I need to do is close the lid and make sure that this makes contact, this makes contact and this makes contact. And then I'm gonna flip it over and let me bring it over like this. So now I am ready to ink this up, ink this up. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of do a shoddy ink so that I'm gonna have to come back, because your stamping tool is supposed to be there for you to reposition and re-ink it if it doesn't come up right. So I've purposely missed a section here. Let's just do her up really cutely. And then here we go. We are going to close that up, and we're gonna press firmly on the little girl, press firmly on Finders Keepers, press firmly on XO, and this one. And whoa, looks good. Now I see that it hasn't stamped properly. There's a section there. This is where I come back. Everything's still intact. This is still intact. This is still intact. And I'm going to come along and I'm going to make sure that I really add my ink this time. And then I'm going to try again and press down here. Make sure that the ink transfers. And ooh, that's looking really good, except I still think that that E is looking a bit bad. So I'm going to go one more time, and I'm going to flip it, press that E down, and voila! That E looks like it's done, and my scene is complete. And then I can just pull this up and then I can use that on my card front or wherever it is I'm stamping. And there you go. You can make your very own stamping tool for like $5.